Let me tell you what, it's not about your stuff. It's not about the things you have. It's not about what's on your business card. It's about the relationships in your life. And so we start to get to be about that and realize that in midlife. It's really about the people, isn't it? It's about our kids, and it's about our parents, and it's about our friends, and it's about our kids' parents that have now become our friends. It's about all these different connections. That's what it's really about. Because see, what happens in midlife is we've spent so much time becoming, we're now learning how to be. And what it looks like to be, instead of just charging the next hill as an astronaut, we're looking at the mound as an archaeologist saying, well, what really means anything? And what's really true? What really makes a difference? So Paul talks about 16 different people. He talks about Demas. He says Demas left the faith and he went off to this present world. You're going to have people that fall away in your life. He's going to talk about Mark. And Mark is one, if you were to look back into Acts 17, Mark and Paul had a little tiff, little fight. But now he says, but Mark, he's right here with the gospel, and so a relationship came back together. But he's also going to say, there's Luke, who's right here with me. Faithful, faithful Luke is right there. You're going to have faithful friends in your life that are going to be with you, and your old friends that you love to call and talk with that have been with you through all these years. Then he says, but Alexander the metal worker has done me a great deal of harm. The Lord will repay him for what he has done. Be careful when you're around him. There's going to be relationships in your life that are just never going to come back to what they were before. Now, I know there's a bunch of verses, tons of verses on be forgiving and let's be at peace with all men. And I'm not trying to negate those verses, and we should try with all of those sort of things. But I'm just telling you, when you get to the end of your life, there's going to be people that you don't like, and there's going to be people that don't like you. And it may never come back together. I hope that it does. Pray that it does. Let's do our parts as believers to help that to happen. But there's just going to be some Alexander the metal workers that are just going to do you a great deal of harm, and you're going to have to say the Lord will repay him for what he's done. So in that moment, there's all these people that are around him, and we've got to understand that it's about relationships. That's what it's about. So when we hit this time where, we don't kind of have the body we wanted to have, we don't invest in the fleetingness of beauty. Ladies, beauty is fading. Gentlemen, handsomeness is fading. Success is fading. But relationships are eternal. Do you still pray for the one who's your one that we talked about weeks ago? You're going to invite them to Christmas celebration maybe, be a part of their life because it's about relationships, of letting God do something great through you. So if you're in a frustration of midlife, give it to the Lord and experience the freedom of knowing there's something greater ahead for you. And God's got something more for you. There's a reason for your season that you're in right now. And in that, I think what one of the main things is going to be is the relationships in your life. Relationships in your life. Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.